You said what?
Thanks. Thanks for the water.
Got you. But shit, man. Yeah, we can get started. You want to introduce yourself?
Jayden.
Nice. How have you been? Though?
I've been pretty good recently. How high do you want me to hold this? Also,
I mean, the closer the better, but like you don't have to put it like right to your face.
Got you.
As long as you're like talking into it, it just helps with like the quality of it.
Bet that.
Yeah, I got you.
I've been good though. You know.
That's good.
Yes, it's just been good like lately.
Mm-hmm.
Last like few months, but hopefully.
Yeah.
Continue to go on.
I agree. Is there anything you want to shout out at the beginning for the topics?
Shout out Moon.
Shout out Moon.
Shout out Moon.
But yeah, let's get into this first topic that we have for today, which is I guess we both have experienced this, but definitely you more so recently. But moving back in with family, how was that experience like? Especially like from moving out of state to here and then going back to living with your parents for a little bit.
It was definitely interesting, to say the least. I mean, because I don't live in like the same state as my family, like it was good because I haven't seen them in like a while, so it was good to spend like all that time with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely enjoyed it, but I also realized like, you know, when you're moving back in with family, you got a whole different like set of rules to abide by, you know.
Yeah.
Got to be more considerate of like other people.
Mm-hmm.
So I did miss, like, I was like, damn, bro, like I want to live by myself.
No, I get it, man. I kind of had a similar experience, like just going from college to like going back.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, I was living with roommates, so we just made our own rules, and now having to go back on your parents' rules, it's like, I feel like it takes a toll mentally after a while.
Definitely does, bro. It definitely does. But it's always good to see family. And
exactly.
Especially since we don't live in the same state, I was enjoying it.
Yeah. How long were you gone for again?
A year and some change. Yeah.
Okay. Did you notice any changes with yourself from like moving back in with your family?
Like in what way?
Maybe like personality wise, or just like the way you like think, way you view life, just like any changes, positive or negative.
I definitely like I didn't go out when I moved in, like back in with family. Like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really meet new people either, bruh. Spent a lot of time alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely needed. But yeah, I definitely became even more introverted than like I already am.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably about the only like change in that sense. But you know, with a lot of that time spent alone, I had a lot of time to like reflect on a lot of things and
Mm-hmm.
kind of like grow more as a person for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just the isolation, bruh, helped me deal with like a lot of things though. A lot of things I need to think about and get over.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely benefit from that. But because of that also, I was kind of sad just because like I'm like, dang, I'm not going out no more for real. Like I'm not meeting new people.
Why do you think that was? Was it just like a personal choice to not go out, or was like you just weren't in the right headspace for it?
I think a bit of both. I wasn't like super eager to like go out,
Mm-hmm.
but also I was not in the right headspace, like dealing with some stuff from back here. So
Yeah.
then like I just also want to spend time with my family. So
No, I get it, especially because how long were you living here for before you moved back?
2 years.
2 years. Yeah, 2 years without seeing them on the regular. Yeah, I get that.
So that's about all the changes.
I'm trying to think if I had any changes like moving back, but Nothing I can think off the top of my head. I think it was just like maybe more tame. I just feel like because like college roommates, there's just always something to do. So like having to get used to that, like, oh, there's just not always something to do. Where like, you know, it was just definitely a different change of pace. But like you were saying, it's nice to see them. But I was like, this can't be a long term thing. Can live with them long term. Is there any pros or cons you think to moving back in with family?
Yeah, it's a few, like both. I mean, it's a pro that, I mean, depending on the type of person you are, that you get to be around your family, that's always a pro.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you start to like, there's a lot of things, at least I didn't notice until I moved like back out, like living on my own. There's a lot of things that like you just have when you're living with family. Like a lot of stuff is just there.
Yeah, 100%.
So
100%.
That's a pro. You know, but like we were talking about earlier, like you got to stay like live under their rules. You know, so it's also a con.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But it's not all bad. I feel like it's more pros than cons, but probably just depends on the type of person you are at the end of the day.
True.
But yeah, I mean, you don't get that much alone time, so that could be a con or a pro. Just, you know, depending on the type of
exactly.
It's a con for me though.
100%.
It's a con for me.
I definitely agree though. Like, you know, like there's just anything you need. I feel like is always there with parents. You know, just living with them. You know, like it's a lot cheaper too, so that's definitely a plus.
Oh yeah, free.
Yeah. But yeah, the cons. I feel like just like, I mean, you have your own space, but I feel like to an extent, like it's not completely. You have your own space, so I feel like that's kind of a con. And like the rules, like you were saying, like especially as you get older, like living with your family, I feel like you kind of want to like not do things your own way, but like especially like if I'm living somewhere, I kind of want to have it like a certain way. And so like when you're living with family, you can't do that. It's not your house, so
Right.
So yeah, definitely a con for me. But I feel like overall though, like living with family, I feel like has more cons than pros, in my opinion. Like the pro, I think like, okay, let me rephrase it. Maybe there might be more pros, but I feel like the cons outweigh the pros.
I mean, I can see that. The cons are heavy cons.
Yeah.
Big cons.
Yeah, especially like when it comes to mental health. At least me personally, I was like, I feel like I value that a lot. So
Right.
yeah, but nothing against them at all. You know, is there anything else you wanted to add? You know, like with that topic of just moving back in with family? I feel like that was gonna be our shortest topic. So
I feel like, I mean, at least in my situation, like, you know, I miss it a little bit. You know,
yeah,
it's been like 6 months now. I haven't seen my fam, so and it's always entertaining. You know, something always going on.
True. That is very true.
There's a lot of noise.
Oh yeah. How many people were living there?
Let's see, me, my mom, stepdad, and my stepbrother came. Like,
Also, could you talk into it more?
yeah,
Bet.
my stepbrother came a little bit after I moved in. So it's like just us four.
Okay.
And my sister, she went to school out there, but she didn't live there, so she would like visit from time to time.
Exactly. Okay. Well, shit, man. All right.
It wasn't too bad.
That's good to hear. At least you're back now. Good to have you back.
Oh, privacy. Ooh. That's a big one.
That is
Con.
Yes, that is a heavy con.
Not get enough privacy, bruh.
No, you really don't. Not
at all, bruh.
No, that is a good point. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that is very heavy. One of the major cons is the privacy thing with family.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what it is, man. Like, sometimes I feel like they feel like they have the right to do whatever. Because, like, especially coming from, like, a parent's perspective, like, just, like, go in your room whenever, or, like, you know.
Yeah.
It's, like, weird, bro. And then I had to share a bathroom with my little brother. So, like.
Yeah. I get that.
Can't really have loud conversations because people gonna hear.
Nope, the noise too. I feel like there's kind of like not like a curfew, but like there's definitely like quiet hours, or it's like you just can't be making noise anymore. Yeah. No, I definitely agree.
I couldn't get a pet, so it's con for me.
Yeah, well, that's crazy. They didn't want no pets in the house?
Too many different, like, wants. Like, my mom, she likes dogs. So, like, the only dog she can get is, like, hyperallergenic dogs. And the dog that she wants is, like, a doodle, like a mini doodle. My stepdad is like, nah, because, like, he want a big dog. Because he's like, that dog's not protecting nobody.
Yeah.
And then, so they disagreeing about that. And then they don't like cats, so
conflicting opinions.
And they're very busy. So like, yeah, they probably shouldn't get a dog right now.
Probably not. Let's move into this next topic, which is definitely the one I feel like we can converse on the most. But movies.
Yes.
I had it written down beforehand, but obviously we changed it. So, I mean, we could talk about it a little bit. But, like, what I mainly want to talk about was Letterboxd. You know, maybe, like, tell people what that is if they don't know. Mr. Spokesperson.
They should pay me. I remember... Do you remember the first time I brought up Letterboxd to you?
Not, like, the specific situation, but
it's amazing. It might be like my favorite app.
Yeah, to rate movies. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yes, it's an app you go on, you rate movies, you make like movie lists. You have like your watch list. It's like, if you're looking for a movie to watch, it's the best app to use. If you want to talk about a movie after watching it, it's the best app to use. If you just want to look at some ratings, it's the best app to use. I mean, and it's like all user ratings, so it's not like no critics, you know, lying and fluffing up the ratings.
They're being paid off. Yeah, it's definitely like a social media app, but for movies. But I remember I was like, it took me a while to like get into it because like we had like a notes app, like just a shared notes app that was so like, I feel like barren compared to what Letterboxd is. So so I was like, damn man, why has no one had any more new ratings? It's just me. But then I saw, we transferred to Letterboxd. But Letterboxd was so much better. Like all the reasons you were saying, there's just so many more features, and like the user ratings you can get like true ratings. I feel like what people actually feel like. I feel like those ratings are usually pretty accurate too. Like there hasn't been like many where I've seen like, we got like a 5-star and I'm like, I hate this movie, or vice versa.
Maybe, I don't know. I gotta look back and see. I gotta see what.
I mean, I disagree with Warfare because that one got like about a 4. I think it was at like 3.8.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't think it was a 4. Nowhere near it. But so, I mean, it has a miss here and there, but I feel like overall.
Yeah, I mean, it's personal opinion at the end of the day.
True. That's very true. And like seeing what your friends think of movies too, that's pretty cool.
It's very cool, bruh. Unfortunately, a lot of people that use that app are very pretentious. So.
I can tell. I definitely get that vibe. Like everyone's trying to be like some super movie like cinephile or geek, whatever.
Right.
like expert raters. I'm like,
literally, bruh. Like they just feel like their opinions are the correct ones. Like their opinions are always correct. Like if you go through and look at some of these profiles, especially on like low star reviews on objectively good movies. Like,
people are just
click
doing
on
that.
their fucking profile, bruh, and like just look at some of the stuff they rated. It's like, what is this guy talking about? And they write the longest reviews, bruh.
Oh my gosh,
They're
I
just
know.
like shit talking the entire time.
I mean, people are entitled to their opinions, but I feel like
For sure.
some people are just doing it just to be different. So
Yeah. The worst of it, though, I've seen this guy had like 8,000 movies watched.
damn.
Yeah. And he had some of the worst fucking. Maybe not 8,000, maybe 1,000. 8,000 is a lot.
That is a lot.
But it was definitely in the thousands.
That is crazy. That is crazy. What are you at right now? I'm at like, I think 140 or 150.
157, I think, something like that. But like 55 this year.
Oh shit. Yeah. I think mine says like 1 this year.
1 this year?
No, 1 last year, sorry. Because I got it. Yeah, like all of them have been from this year. Because that's when I got it, so.
Right.
Yeah. And like, I like rate movies. I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot I saw that. So I was like, I'll put a rating for it. But usually I won't write a review if like I've already seen it. Or like, majority of the time I only write reviews of like, I just saw it. Because it's fresh in the mind.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been writing reviews on movies I rewatched. Like I wrote one on Scott Pilgrim.
I saw that
days
today.
ago.
I just saw that, yeah.
Such a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Letterboxd has to be like the best app.
I agree. I feel like I
like-
find myself at least opening it like at least once a day.
Right.
Yeah.
And you don't really have to interact with people on that app. It's not like throwing like I mean, obviously it's not like an Instagram or like a Twitter, but it's not throwing a bunch of like people's opinions or like just people in your
I know
face.
you have to like click it to see people's reviews.
Yeah.
So
Like
you have to go out of your way for it.
exactly, bro. It's really just not interact with anybody on that app.
I mean, I
While you
don't.
have it.
I rarely do. I mean, I'll look at people's reviews, but I don't really like the reviews.
I see. I like a few.
Sometimes I'm just curious, like, what do other people think about this movie? Do I have like a similar opinion, or is mine wildly different?
I see. I only like the reviews of movies that I feel like their reviews like similar to mine, or like their rating similar to mine.
That's
Like,
valid. That's valid.
If I see a movie that I think is really good, and I'm just like, I can't really write down what I want to write down. I go through, and it probably somebody that's like written something that's like akin to what I would have like written if I did a review. So I like it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Do you have any recommendations?
Movies,
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, I know it's like pretty broad because like everyone has like different genres they're into, but like if you were to like recommend a couple movies, just like someone was like, man, I want to get into movies. Like, what is something that like people should watch?
Oof. Depends on the type of person you are. I mean,
Exactly.
if you really like long movies, if you like good stories, but like I said, long, then I would recommend a Scorsese movie. All his movies are pretty solid. They're just all pretty long also.
Yeah.
But for a good reason though. He always tells like a really good story.
Yeah.
I feel like
Does it? It never feels like dragged out.
Casino did to me, not in a bad way, just in a sense of like.
Oh, that's where you were saying that. You're like, you're like, this really felt like 3 hours, damn near.
Yeah. And like, it's a really good story. Like, I think I gave it 5 stars. You know what I mean? Like, or no, maybe 4.5. I gave it a really good one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm very stingy with my 5 stars.
Yeah, I am too. But like, if it's 5 stars,
Yeah,
like,
of course.
You know.
Yeah.
But like, I would probably say Scorsese movie. But you know, my personal favorite, Tarantino, my guy,
Of course. Do you have a favorite Tarantino movie?
Django.
Django's a really good one.
I don't know if I would recommend that one though. Like to start off with, maybe like
Like for a Tarantino movie or just movies in general?
just for a Tarantino movie. I'll probably start with like, I really like Reservoir Dogs.
That was my first Tarantino movie, so
it's a good Tarantino movie.
Yeah, Inglourious Bastards, definitely. Pulp Fiction, I mean, that's classic.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, everyone always recommends it. We're like, have you seen that?
It is. I'm not as high on Pulp Fiction as like a lot of people are.
No, I agree. I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree.
But it is a good movie for sure.
100%.
I really like The Hateful Eight, but I know that's not like a popular Tarantino film.
Hateful Eight is really good.
I think I gave that 5 stars.
I don't even think I added that. I gotta add that. I totally forgot I've seen that.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good movie, but it's such like a dialogue heavy film. I don't know how long it is, but like it doesn't feel long.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I feel that way with Tarantino movies. It never feels like too long or feels like it's dragged out.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
I can't think of a super long one, but
Christopher Nolan's also a really good director.
For sure. What Nolan movie would you start off with if you know?
Start off with? Yeah, I mean, you could start off with one of the first movies ever made, which is Memento, which is one of my favorites.
Memento is really good.
So I feel like
a really good movie.
I feel that kind of like is like a good starting point of like his style movies. Kind of like not like a mind fuck, but like I don't know. I feel like he just has certain like style like shooting movies like that with like Inception too. I feel like those are very similar.
Right.
And you can also like go a different route with like a war movie like Dunkirk, which I'm not high on at all.
Dude,
that's one of my least favorite movies by him.
Let's see. I've seen it, but I don't remember it. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I feel like I gave that like a 3-star, maybe 3.5. I don't know.
Have you seen Tenet?
No, I have not. Should I watch it?
I mean, I would say so. You know, like what it's about at all, like the whole.
No, I don't think so.
I won't say nothing, but it is a very confusing movie.
Okay.
But classic Nolan.
Yeah.
But like,
okay.
It's so confusing to where like I don't even know if he knew what he was doing. Like,
yeah,
that's I think that might be his most polarizing movie. Like, it's either you like it or you don't like it. And I can see both sides. Like, I get it. I lean on liking it though.
Okay.
But
okay. When did you see it?
When it came out.
Oh, when did it come out?
I don't remember, but yeah, a few years ago, like 2018, 2019.
Okay. I feel like
maybe
I heard
2020.
I feel like I heard the movie, but yeah, I don't know what it's about. I do not remember.
Yeah, with Denzel Washington's son and Robert Pattinson.
Okay. I feel like A24 is also can't go wrong with A24.
Yeah, start off with Midsommar.
Midsommar's pretty good. I really like Lighthouse. Lighthouse is a really good one.
I'm not a fan, bro.
Really?
I think I gave that shit like actually, I don't think I rated it, but when I do, it's going to be like a 3.
I think I gave it a 4.
2.5, bro.
Wow. I feel like very rarely do we like disagree on movie ratings. I mean, it would be like one of the first times ever.
Dog. I don't want to like spoil it, you know,
yeah.
But that ending, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, A24 movies, I feel like their endings can definitely be bad. Like Civil War.
Yeah, but that's that director. Was Ari Aster?
I think.
Or is Ari Aster the guy that's doing the Eddington movie?
Alex Garland. That's who directed it.
Okay. Yeah. Alex Garland.
Yeah,
his endings suck in all his movies.
Yeah.
So
I know. I'm not a fan of his movies, I can't lie.
Yeah, it's hard to end movies, bro, but like it has to be harder to make it worse, bro. Like,
yeah, like I feel like
what are you doing?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, 100%. He definitely like does not know how to end movies properly. especially with like how the whole movie is going. It's just like the ending just like doesn't feel right, or it doesn't belong.
Right. Like he did Civil War too, right? Or not Civil War, Warfare. That's it.
Warfare. Mm-hmm. Yep, Warfare. That might be one of the worst A24 movies I've seen. It might be.
I think it's the worst one I've seen so far. Like if I look at my ratings, it's probably the lowest one.
I'll have to look at the other 24 movies I've seen, but yeah, probably.
That and Ex Machina, that trilogy of movies he did, Ex Machina, Civil War, and fucking Warfare. I think the highest is like a 3.5, and that was for Civil War. Because I thought Civil War was a decent movie up until the end.
I agree.
The ending was really bad, but like it has some bright spots. I feel like in that movie.
Mm-hmm. I really like the concept of it too, but yeah, just the ending really sold it. Really sold the movie.
Yeah, it's hard to end movies, bruh. Apparently, I don't know if you've seen Anora, but that movie kind of suffered from the same fate. Good movie, bad ending.
I see. What got you into movies?
Oof. Let me see. I think maybe. I don't really know, man. Like, I used to go to the movies like a lot growing up, but I don't know if I went more than like the average person. Yeah. Like, I just know like new releases. I was there for a lot of the big stuff, like being a kid. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm gonna see all the superhero stuff. Then I'm gonna see all like the blockbuster stuff, like critically acclaimed movies. Yeah, but
of course.
As far as like some of the more, I guess not as big, like The Brutalist, I would have never went to go see that as a kid if I didn't know. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Maybe I went like the average amount, but I just think it's really cool how like someone can like take something like from their brain, like put it like on a page and then put it on a fucking screen, bruh. And it just seems so fun to like do, like make movies. Like I always thought acting was cool. I mean, I wouldn't act.
Yeah. What was that? Do you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I'm not much of an actor, but it does seem fun. It does seem cool.
I know I tried an acting class. It was not for me.
No.
I think my problem was just the memorizing scripts. And like on top of that, having memorized, like actually trying to like act, not for me.
Got you. I just think I'm too like nervous to.
You're like doing it on camera.
Like yeah. It's like I don't want to look stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, you gotta look stupid if you're gonna be an actor.
You have to be willing to.
Yeah. So I'm not.
Yeah. Also, 1 second. Since the camera's 30-minute fucking limit, I just have to restart the recording. Okay, yeah. For me though, I think, like, obviously, I don't know if anyone else knows, but I mean, I was never into movies growing up. Like, everyone would always be like, "Have you seen this movie?" I'm like, "No." "Do you know this actor? Do you know this director?" "No." So, I think just as I got older, I was like, man, like, I kind of got tired. I was like, I want to know, where does this famous saying or line come from, or, anything of that nature. So now I just started watching a bunch of movies. So that's kind of what got me into it. I feel like it was a late bloomer to it. I mean, I watched like movies growing up as a kid, just kind of like whatever my family took me to or whatever. But yeah, I wasn't really into like movies. And I was like, man, there's so many classics I want to have seen that I hadn't. So, but I also agree with you with the, like, I feel like it's really cool that like, there's just like someone could like take a vision, like put it into like a movie form. So right. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's just something about being able to make the audience feel something. You know what I mean?
Invoke an emotion. Yeah, 100%.
It's so cool, bro. Like, I want to know what that feels like. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's a really cool feeling too, like just seeing people like interpret your work, and like everyone has their own different opinions of like what you were trying to accomplish. I think that'd be a pretty cool feeling as well.
Right. Like the whole process just seems fun, bro. Even, you know, if your movie don't pop off, you know what I mean? If you're proud of your work,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
I mean, there's some movies that never pop off, but they're really, really good.
Right.
So,
yeah, bro, it's really cool, man. I wish more people, like, I mean, obviously a lot of people are like into movies, but I feel like it's not enough. Like they go out to see theaters, like to the theaters.
oh, people definitely don't know, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people they prefer to watch movies like at home, like from their couch. You know, that's what Netflix. That's what their whole reasoning is.
Mm.
You know, and I don't know if that's like true or just if people just are too lazy to go to movies. Because there's no way that like watching a movie at home is better than watching it in theaters. I can understand maybe not like a packed theater. It's like some people might have like anxiety, or like some people talk during movies also.
Yeah.
But like
It's the worst.
as someone who like goes to movies by himself frequently, I tend to go when it's like less packed. And I always have such like the best time, bro. Like
I know I used to be against going to movies by myself, but like now, like I actually enjoy it. So yeah,
it's so awesome, bro. I used to like make my parents take me to like to the movies, like just drop me off there.
yep. I've done that before. I think I only did that once as a kid because I was like under the impression, I'm like, man, like you're lame if you go to a movie by yourself. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, no, it's actually like therapeutic in a way. Like it's actually a cool experience.
It really is, bro. It really is, man. Yeah, I just wish more people, like, I don't want theaters to be like overpacked, bro, but since
It's
COVID,
definitely dying. It's definitely dying, and I wish it wasn't. Especially since now I'm into it. I don't want theaters to die,
right?
Because I feel like there's just certain movies that like they need to be seen in theaters. Like watching it at home, like will just not accomplish the same feeling you could get.
Bro.
You can't recreate that.
Especially like a movie meant for IMAX, like a
Yes.
Dune.
Yeah.
And it'd be different because I think Sinners released their IMAX version, so you can watch it at home, and like the aspect ratio it like change.
I'm sure.
But Dune Part 2 is not getting IMAX release ever. So
yeah.
there's just like, if you didn't go watch it in IMAX, like if you didn't go, because I don't know how it was in standard, but if you didn't go watch that movie in IMAX, bro, you will never ever see like certain parts of that movie that were meant to be seen.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's just so
Because that's to be cut off,
unfortunate, bro.
Yeah.
Like you would never get the full picture, bro. That's why I will never rewatch that movie like at home unless they drop a theatrical release.
Yeah, or they just re-release it in theaters.
Yeah.
Like I was so glad because I went with Jayden, but I was so glad to go see Interstellar in theaters because like I had seen it at home before. Like I didn't see it when it first came out, and like seeing it in theaters, it is 100% a totally different experience.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's the one movie I regret not seeing in theaters.
I know when I saw it released, I was like, bro, I have to, and he had never seen it, so I was like, okay, bet. Yeah.
See. Yeah, bro. It was like sold out at like the museum I go to. I wasn't gonna go watch it nowhere else, man. So
I can't remember if me and him watched it in IMAX or not. I don't know if they re-released it in IMAX. I don't know. I feel like they did though, because like
they did release it in IMAX.
Okay, I think we did see it in IMAX because we didn't have like the nice seats, like the leather seats that like recline. Like we had like the old seats, so which kind of sucked. Like for that long of a movie and it being so packed, I was like, man, fuck.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll do it for Interstellar. Is there anything else you want to add about movies? I feel like that the only issue is I feel like we go on for hours about movies. So I know we could.
Well,
so.
I will say this real quick. I know AMC in a few months, I think, like movies are gonna be half off on Wednesdays.
I did see something about that, and I remember. I feel like I saw someone comment under like a post I saw about that. Saying it was only for AMC members though. But I don't know though.
I don't think so, because like they were saying, because they want people to like go see movies.
No,
like,
it makes sense that it wouldn't be
Yeah.
just like exclusively for them, but that'd be annoying if it was.
Yeah, you have like matinees on Tuesday and half off on Wednesday.
Yeah, I've been going to matinees recently, like to see movies. Like I used to only like see them at nighttime, but I like on the weekends I go see it during the day, and it's just so much cheaper.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah,
it is, bro.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know we touched on it a little bit. It kind of connects with the first topic, but obviously, me and you experience this right now, but living on our own. I'm kind of talking about how I mean, I know you've only been for like what? Since you moved in January, it's like what, 6 months?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of talk about your experience just living on your own. What that's been like.
It's been a cool one. It's been fun. It's been stressful. Mm-hmm. It's been, I probably felt like every emotion. Went through the full emotional spectrum.
Yeah.
Living on my own, bruh. I can definitely say I liked it though a lot. I mean, the loneliness was like bothering me for a while. Just like coming back home to like nothing. I guess that's also like because I was just used to coming back home to like people there for like the last like year and a half, and like coming back and then like it's just dark and then like I don't know, quiet, bruh. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It was
I get it.
interesting for sure, but it also definitely helped me like, deal with a lot of things. Also, I feel like kind of forced me to like grow up even more and mature even more.
Yeah.
And then you just got to realize, like we were saying earlier, bruh, there's a lot of stuff you just don't have. It's just not around. That you're used to being around. So you just gotta like. You gotta go into adult mode, man. And
100%. Oh my gosh.
you gotta do everything yourself,
Yes.
Nobody's gonna do it for you. So,
literally, man, literally.
Yes, it's definitely a challenge, but it's a good challenge.
I agree.
And it's worth it. It also like that freedom that you have living by yourself. That's the best part of living by yourself. You can do whatever you want. Literally.
Yes. Yep.
Literally, you can do whatever you want. That's the best part about living by yourself, man. And just having your own space to do with like as you will, like as far as decorations and vibes and the company you keep, like that's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
And then I got Moon, to help me with the loneliness, and it's been really good ever since I've gotten Moon, to be honest.
Yeah, that's good.
He fixed a lot of problems just by being there. So
glad to hear that.
Yeah, man, it's interesting, but it's nice.
I think you hit every point I probably would have said. It's like with the experience of living with him, I was like, I remember before I moved out, because like I'd only ever lived with like roommates or family, so I was like, I've never lived on my own before, so I was definitely like being nervous for it. But like when I first moved in, like that loneliness aspect was really hitting hard. I was like, I got no one. Like when I come home, it's just this. There's no one there. It's empty. Like it's quiet. You have to really kind of like find a way to fill in the time. But I definitely agree though. Like I definitely have enjoyed living on my own. I know I'm about to not to in like a week or two, but I definitely have enjoyed it. Like from like kind of be able to do your own thing. Like the whole space series, you get to like do what you want, decorate how you want. Like I really enjoy that aspect of it. Like I can bring people over whenever I want. What else?
You can come back home whenever you want, bro.
Come back home whenever I want. Exactly.
Literally, come back at 6 a.m. You know what I mean?
There's been a couple nights. But yeah, definitely what you were saying earlier too, with like the adulting and like you don't realize like how expensive everything is and like how much you actually need. Like I remember when I first moved, I was like, man, I don't have this. I'm like, oh, I'll just go grab this. I'm like, shit, I don't have that. Like, I feel like when I first moved, I think like the first, like something I really noticed was like medicine. I was like, damn, there's no medicine.
Literally, bro.
Or like cooking stuff. I'm like, damn, I don't have that.
Yeah, a lot of like spices.
Yeah,
just like
exactly.
And garnishes you just don't have, man.
No, literally.
I'm still slacking on the medicine. I think the only medicine I have is like Advil.
I'm 100%. It's all stuff that my like mom just brought over one day. I have not bought any of my own. No, I did once. I bought some allergy medicine one time. But
Gotcha.
that's like the only time I ever bought medicine. But yeah, man. Like, you know, like you really like, because I mean, I know you definitely are just by being over there, but like something I have liked with like living on my own, I guess it's kind of a curse as well, but like I get to like keep the place clean. Like there's no one else that's gonna do it but me. So like I know if there's a mess, I will do it. Like when I was living with roommates, like, you know, it's like, oh, well, it's his turn, but they're slacking on it, so now I have to live with it until they do it. And then if I go do it, well, then they're like, okay, well, now I don't have to do it. Right. So yeah, like I like that aspect of like being able to just like keep it clean, but it's also you're like you have to clean a lot.
Yeah, you do. But like it shouldn't be.
It's like, never too bad as long as you stay on top of it. It's never like oh jeez.
Yeah, it's not as bad as like living with roommates, you know, or it's like 100%. Extra people, or like living with family, because it's always like the kitchen, you know. Like there's always some issue.
Oh, the kitchen is the worst. That is the absolute worst place. That's how it was in college. How it was when I was living with family. It is just always the worst. Yeah. Man.
Yeah. The kitchen is always the issue, man. It's always the dishes that need to be washed.
Yep.
You know, it's always trash, extra trash.
Mm-hmm. No one's
on the counter.
Trash out. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Kitchen is always the worst part.
Yeah, 100%. We also both experienced this, but like, how have you like felt? Where like, what has your kind of experience been so far? Because I know you like experience this definitely way more than I do, but like living like on your own in a downtown city.
It's very cool, man. Especially like the spot I stay in. You get to see a lot of interesting stuff. You get to hear a lot of interesting stuff. Keep my windows open, and I get the typical police sirens.
Yeah,
I get a lot of screaming too, right in the middle of the night. It's like whatever the fuck is going on out there, man. It's a lot of screaming. It's a lot of loud conversations. A few weeks ago, dude. And I can't like see what like the street from my window, but I can just hear the shit that's going on. But like right outside my building, I guess some dude had like walked in front of a car. The car's like just honking at him, and like he's just yelling at like it's like this girl. Yeah. He's yelling at her, bruh. And he's like making threats. She's just like yelling at him back, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man?
What time was this at?
It was like middle of the day, like 2.
Okay.
You know. But yeah, they're just like arguing back and forth, man. Like
interesting.
This is very interesting.
Yeah, when I first moved in, I was like, I would wake up to construction noise and then go to sleep to police sirens. So I was like, I got used to that. I haven't been hearing construction noises much from when I first moved in, but yeah, the random screaming, especially the building across from me, like it'll be even on weekdays, bro, late at night, and just like people are just coming home. And they're just so loud. I don't know what it is, but like sound really carries well over there. Always like makes its way up. So I'm like how loud are people are talking, but they're just like having normal conversations. But like I can hear the words like clearly. It's so weird.
See, it's so quiet, man.
No, I know. It's definitely more quiet over here, I'm sure, compared to where you are. So I definitely don't get like crazy stuff. I mean, the craziest thing that's happened obviously was just like the flood that happened in my apartment, or the building, not my apartment, but I haven't had anything like crazy outside that I can think of. Like I haven't had any like seen or heard any like weird encounters. So, but obviously like I'm not like in the heart of downtown. I'm just like 5 minutes from it. But yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, besides like the screaming and just the noises, nothing too crazy. There's a lot of homeless people in the area also. So I know that's contributing to a lot of the noises I hear. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's cool. But I don't know if this is like this, or I think it's just like my building, bro. But just like being downtown, and then how old my building is. Like I don't have too many amenities, but I'm so close by to everything. I think that's the best part of like living downtown. Like everything is in walking distance, bro.
Yeah.
Like I barely drive, man. Like you save so much money on gas.
That's very nice for you. But even, I mean, I definitely save money on gas. I mean, like, because the only times I have to drive is like, it's like 5-10 minutes away. Like the farthest I think I've had to drive in Denver was like 10 minutes, and that was to like Ball Arena. So like everything is super close, which is nice. But I'm not as fortunate as you with like the walking distance. Like I don't have much. It's like in walking distance. Like I have a couple things over there, but like not as much.
Right.
Something that was kind of like a culture shock in a way to me, like living on my own in downtown, was like the parking thing, like having to pay for that. I was like, when I remember they said that, I was like, what? I have to pay for parking? That shit's just not included for me living here. So that was definitely like something to get used to, and something I'm looking forward to not having to do. But
yeah, man, that paying for parking, dog, it's not it.
No, it's not it, bro. It's not.
And like, even if you're not paying for parking, like, I mean, I don't have this issue because like I have somewhere to park, but when I have people that come visit, it's like parking is always like interesting.
Yeah.
You know, because like sometimes it's hard to even find available parking, and then it's like when you do, like you're gonna have to pay.
Yeah.
You know, so
exactly. We have to pay to see you.
You know, I always appreciate it.
It's never bad. It's like a couple bucks at most. If you have to like pay for a meter.
Right.
Sometimes obviously we get free with the alley, but I think people are starting to catch on. Because I've been seeing more and more people parking there. So I think people are starting to catch on a little bit. So.
I see. Yeah, it was pretty empty today.
That's good.
Yeah, not too many people back there today, but yeah, dog, that might be like due to the heat. Maybe people are staying inside.
Yeah, I don't even know how hot was it today. Like, did it get up to?
Like 80 something, no? Like high 80s.
Yeah, shit. Damn, it's gonna be in the 90s, mid 90s this weekend. Yeah, we went from all that rains, like 60s, 70s, to here you go.
I'm not a fan, bro.
Take this 90-degree weather. I didn't realize it was at the high. I was like, damn, like, why does it feel so hot? I didn't realize it, like, was already back to that. So,
yeah, unfortunately, man. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, we already touched on this last part of it, so, I mean, we might not even have anything to really add. But, like, pros and cons of, like, living on your own.
Like pros, do whatever you want. It's like the best.
Yeah.
You be as loud as you want. Relative, you know, to like,
especially since we're in an apartment. Yeah, relative.
Yeah. But I do get pretty loud just because like I'm cool with my neighbors. So
yeah,
you know, I do get pretty loud. I can't lie.
My neighbors are cool though, because like especially with like music, we're watching something, like it's definitely not quiet. But
I see.
I've never had it. The only time I've had a noise complaint was only the housewarming party. But we were loud as fuck, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but also because of that, like, I don't know if you've had this issue, but like one of my neighbors has like 2 dogs, and I don't hear them often, so I don't know if like they live there or not. But there are some times where it's just like barking, bruh, like back and forth. I can tell it's like when they're in their cage, like small dogs too. So it's like a high pitched barking.
No, I've maybe dealt with that like once or twice in like the 15 months I've been here. Like I haven't really dealt with that like dogs barking. I feel like all the pets here are pretty well behaved. But there was, I don't think he lives here anymore, but I had this neighbor right above me. Oh my gosh. They must have been the clumsiest person ever. Or was their dog? It's every day you would hear like something drop, and I guess that was just like a dog dropping its bone. Mm-hmm. But like I was like, bro, how clumsy are they? Like, because I didn't know if they had an animal or not. So I was just like, man, are they just dropping something every damn day? Mm-hmm. And like there's been a couple of times where I was like, I had to take like a broom and just hit I'm like, and then they like get louder. I was like, you bitch.
Damn, bro. Maybe they dribbling a basketball up there.
Probably. Who knows? But that's like the only time I've had like something with like noise where like animals.
Let's see. Yeah, I've had like the dog, and then like that same neighbor. Like they talk really loud sometimes. It's like, bruh, there's no way you're serious right now. Like, and I remember one time, bruh, I was like in the living room. It's like early morning, dog. Like around when I first moved in, I think they were like hammering something into the wall,
Yes.
and I was like, after the first like, I gave him like 10 hits. And I was like, all right, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Come on, bro. You missing the wall?
Well, it's like they were doing it for like so much, bro. And I was like, I started banging on the wall because I was like, stop.
Yeah.
Shit was loud, bro. Like I was giving them a pass. I'm like, okay, maybe they're trying to hang some shit up or something.
Yeah.
But like, it was taking way
It
too long.
gets to a point.
Yeah.
It gets to a point where it's, now you're just being stupid.
Taking way too long, man.
I can never hear from my apartment, but during the day, there's like this neighbor I have, but she's not deaf, but you would think she is. Like how loud she like plays her TV shows. Like you could hear that shit so clearly in the hallway. And I'm like, man, can't imagine how loud it is in there. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's interesting. Another con is like laundry. So I don't have an unit.
Yeah, I don't have one either.
Yeah, I don't have an in-unit washing machines or dryers. So I have like the central one on like my floor, and it's so bad. Like the washing machine sucks. It just sucks.
Yes.
It's a bad washer. So it's like a cheap washer, and then like the dryer's fine, no complaints. But like, yeah, though it's just a washing machine, dog, and then you have to pay for laundry also.
Yeah, that was definitely something I had to get used to as well, paying for laundry. I was like, man. But yeah, mine's the opposite. The dryer sucks, but the washer's okay.
I see.
But you can definitely tell they're like cheaply made. But the only credit I'll give them is like, there's been a couple times I'm like, bro, this shit didn't even, like, it says it ran the load, but I'm like, bro, did it? But they're always like super chill because you can like reach out to the company that like manages it, and like within 5 minutes, like they'll give you a refund. So I've never had like a problem with them, but it's still annoying that it even happens. Because I'm like, man, do I want to pay another $1.50 to run this again?
Who's your company?
What do we call it again? It is Clear Token. Yeah.
See.
Yeah, it's like the company that runs it, like the paying for it. But I think the brand of the washer dryer is the same one you have, like what was it, like
Speed Queen?
Yeah.
That shit sucks.
It does suck. It's so ass. It's so ass. Oh.
This fucking sucks. And then, so I didn't realize how small like that washing machine was, like compared to like the one like my parents have.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to put like clothes in there. I'd be like, dang, it's full already. Yeah. I think most for like top loading.
Is yours top loading? Okay.
For my washing machine, but it's front loading for my washer or my dryer. Yeah, I think most like top loading stuff is just smaller, bro. Like,
yeah,
I always got to go front.
Damn,
loading.
yours is really old then. Top loading.
Oh, yours is
front loading. Both of them are, but it's still like it looks ancient. But at least mine, I guess, is front loading. I feel like front loading or top loading is really old.
Yeah, that shit is old.
Yeah,
but like they just because they've had to replace them, bro. So they just buy the same brand. Like it's not like they're old machines.
Yeah, it's just like the model.
Yeah, the model is very old.
Yeah.
It got to be the cheapest one, man.
I know they always take the cheap route. So just getting a good one that won't keep breaking.
Right.
But I guess I get it because I'm like you're really relying on like people to not break it.
Right.
Just one time.
But it happened again.
Yeah.
So none of them bitches are plugged up on my floor right now.
Yeah, you were telling me that.
Yeah, so I get it.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me too. I was like, I had to go to a different floor. It's so annoying.
Yeah, it is, man. It is. I just take the steps though, bro. Like
I do
down
too.
to the floor below me.
Yeah, I take the steps. especially with my elevators. I'm like, bro, I'm not waiting for that. I'm not waiting. So I just take the stairs. Is there anything else though you want to add on living your own or that topic? I feel like we covered a lot with it.
Yeah, we did. So I think we're good on that one.
All right, let's get into this last one. The only reason I added this last topic is because you kind of been on me recently with the video games.
Yes.
But actually, we'll just start with that one. Let's start with single player versus multiplayer.
I think, it's obviously like personal preference. I have a personal preference of single player games rather than multiplayer games, just because like I grew up on single player games.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't play my first online game until I had my PS4, so I was very late to the online gaming world.
What was your first online game? Like multiplayer game?
I think it was 2K.
Oh my, 2K.
2K, yeah, 2K15.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think my first. I think my first was Halo 3.
Dang.
I don't even know how my parents let me play that.
I played Halo Reach. I don't know if I played Halo 3. I played a few different like Halos though. Never online.
Yeah. No, that's a game I definitely miss, Halo 3. That was a lot of fun. I definitely agree with what you were saying though, kind of like what you grew up on. Like, I mean, I played single player games growing up, but like I didn't really. I mean, obviously I feel like I played that more as a kid because like multiplayer just wasn't really available as much growing up, and like if it was, my parents probably weren't letting me play it. It's probably M-rated, but I don't know. I feel like I kind of find myself. I know we talked about this a little bit, just like having more fun, like just playing with friends. Like I definitely enjoy, like I feel like there's certain times I'm like, man, I just kind of just want to lock in on a story mode game and just kind of just progress through it and just like enjoy it for what it is. But I feel like more times or more often I just find myself like, man, I just want to like play with my friends and just do dumb shit or whatever.
Yeah, that's fair, bro. I also think like maybe it's like connected to my love for movies, bro. Just seeing like a good story, like it's really interesting, man. Like, some of these games have really good stories. Like,
I hear.
It's just a playable movie, and then like a lot of the game mechanics on a lot of these like single player games are like insane.
Oh wait, 1 second. Sorry to cut you off your story.
Good.
Yeah, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, a lot of these like single player games have really, really cool like game mechanics that I feel like it's kind of harder for like multiplayer games to replicate, just because you kind of got to think about like a super wide player base, and like depending on what type of multiplayer game it is, it's like all this stuff happening at the same time rather than like something that's like
True.
do at your own pace, and like it's only one gamer playing it, so like you have more freedom with like a lot of the controls, and like some of these games have really interesting like gameplay, bro. So I don't know. I think everybody should at least have like a few single player games they've like beaten. You know what I mean? Like that they like.
I agree with that.
But multiplayer's fun. Also, like that's what I've been playing the most of lately, because I've been playing Elden Ring a lot.
I know. I still gotta get it.
Yeah.
Still got to.
I beat a second boss today. So.
Oh, you did? Congrats.
Yeah. I unlocked outfits.
Was that the same boss that you were playing when we came over last weekend? Oh.
No. I fought a dragon this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I haven't fought that boss again.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like randomized, or do you like pick which boss you fight?
You get to pick. It's like a menu beforehand. Like.
Okay.
Yeah. You get to pick like whatever you're gonna fight. But yeah, I'm two.
How many
now.
are there?
I think it's 7, and then after you beat all 7, you unlock the last one.
Okay.
Something like that. So
got you. Do you have any like favorite memories maybe growing up, like with like either single player or multiplayer games, or even just now like favorite memories, single player or multiplayer games?
yeah, man, I had a lot, dog. Like, I think some of my favorite memories from playing like single player games as a kid has always been like with family, bruh. Like my dad like put me on a game, and like my dad's a really big gamer, so like I remember like one of the first games I had, bruh, like I had a GameCube. I had like the Incredibles game, and that shit was so hard for me for whatever fucking reason, bruh. And it was really stressing me out. And I had like Spider-Man, like the movie. They had like a game on GameCube that was really awesome. But a lot of my favorite like memories, bro, like playing a game, like my granddad, like my dad's dad is also a gamer.
Nice.
So he put me onto a lot of like the games I like now. Like he put me onto a lot of spy games, like James Bond. He put me onto the Hitman games. He put me onto Splinter Cell. He put me onto Sniper Elite. Like my granddad is a stealth game master.
Nice.
Yeah, that's his thing, bro. And then like playing the game with Jayden, like growing up when Jayden would come over, like we just played like not single player games, but like
split screen?
Local, like a lot of split screen, like Splinter Cell, split screen. We played like Sims, like he put me on the Sims.
Yeah.
Like COD, you know, a lot of zombies, obviously.
Of course.
Like, and even outside of Jayden, I used to have a couple friends I used to play football with in grade school. Yeah. And we have a rotation because we stayed so close to each other. We have a rotation every weekend on whose house we would go to.
Oh shit!
And like we all had like games and stuff. Like my boy Tario, he's like the first person I ever saw with a PS4. Like I played like Infamous. I was like, oh shit, this is so cool.
That is really cool.
We played like Skylanders. Like my boy had that.
Yeah.
Bully. Like I didn't know what Bully was
until
was a really
good one.
And my boy had it on the original Xbox. Like,
yeah, my little brother did too. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like GTA. Like the only reason why I even played GTA is because of Jayden. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I think most of like my core memories come from like single player or like local co-op.
Of course.
I didn't really play multiplayer until I had my PS4, but you know, obviously a lot of good memories playing multiplayer games like 2K. When 2K had its prime run, like 15 to 20.
100%.
So much fun, man.
It really was, man.
Dude, COD, Black Ops. I think it was Black Ops 3, bro. I played Black Ops 3 a lot, man.
I did too. Oh yeah, Black Ops 3, 100%. I definitely have some memories too. I think one of the first games I even played, or one of my earliest memories with just like video games, is like playing NBA Jam on Nintendo 64 with my dad. I really enjoyed that. You know, playing, you know, just Minecraft with the boys, just creating a little like world. I feel like nowadays they only last like 2 weeks. But what else? I remember in like grade school when I was out in Louisiana, I remember like there was like a summer camp I did once, and like some kid put me on like 007. Really enjoyed that. What else? I feel like I had so many that you were talking about. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Zombies, obviously, just like playing split screen with like friends or whatever. Remember like being scared of zombies. I was like, man, I don't want to play this shit by myself. I gotta play this with someone. This shit's too scary. What else, man? I'm definitely forgetting so many. Wii Sports with the fam.
Oh yes.
Wii Sports.
All weekend.
Yeah, definitely. I remember one of my homies, he had GameCube, and I think we played FIFA on it. But that was really fun. It might have been actually an older console or newer console. I don't remember, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot, but those are definitely some memories that stick out.
Did you ever? Me and Jayden used to like trade games with people a lot.
Trade games.
Yeah, I remember one time we got scammed because
no,
dude, we had Mortal Kombat, like the white dragon or something like that. It was the one where you could like create your own character.
Mortal Kombat. Totally forgot about that.
Yeah, we had it on P2, and there was this guy that we knew at the summer camp that we went to, and he was like talking about Devil May Cry, and me and Jayden was like, yeah, we want to try Devil May Cry. He was like, yeah, let's trade a game. So we was like, all right, we're gonna trade him Mortal Kombat, and then we get Devil May Cry, win-win. Because like we couldn't really make full use of Mortal Kombat, because like to use a created character, you had to have a memory card, and like me and Jayden, like we've been through a few memory cards, but at that time we didn't have a memory card. So a lot of times when we would play the game, we'd have to start over because every time it turned off. So like a lot of the times we would play a game, pause it, and just leave it on.
You know what
I mean?
Yep, I remember that.
But once it turned off, bro, you got to start the whole game over, bro. But like, I don't remember complaining that much from that happening. Like I was just like, all right, I just got to play it again. Yeah. But yeah, we traded him the game, dog, and we went home. We were super excited to like play it. We put it in the system, and it's not registering. It's like you remember on PS2. So do you remember how like the startup screen was with like the purple cubes?
I didn't have PS2.
I see it. There's just like a regular screen, and then there's a screen to where it's like the disc can be read. It's like red cubes and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we was like, dang, like what's going on? So we went back the next day and we told him. His name is Johnny. And we was like, yo, it's not working. He said, did y'all put toothpaste on it?
Yes.
Like, no.
Yes.
We have. He's like, yeah, try toothpaste, baby powder, water.
Yep.
We was like, all right. We went back home, put the toothpaste all on the back of the disc, fucking baby powder all on the back of the disc, rinsing it off, wiping it down.
Yeah.
And, obviously that's not going to make it work. But at the time, we thought it was. And it still didn't work. And then we went back the day after, and he wasn't there no more, man.
That's crazy. He knew. He definitely knew.
He got up out of there, bro.
I feel like that's only worked for me like once, like toothpaste. Like with a game. I remember like searching like, man, the disc won't read. Like, how can you make it read? Trying to get rid of those scratches. This was also another funny memory I just thought of. But I remember, because for some other reason too, my parents let me play MW3, like COD. Like when I was growing up, I just remember like, or even a little bit of Black Ops 2 zombies. But I just remember like, you didn't want to be the squeaker, bruh. So I was like trying to make my voice as deep as possible, so like people would actually play with me.
Right.
So that was funny to think about. Do you have any recommendations for like video games for like maybe people that were like trying to get into single player games or even multiplayer? Because obviously single player is more your thing. So I know you were recommending me some, but just for everyone else listening.
It depends on what type of game you want. If you're a multiplayer person, I mean, right now the only multiplayer game I'm playing is Elden Ring, but I'm sure there's like a few coming out. I gotta watch the like PlayStation had a showcase the other day. It was pretty good. But if you like fighting games, Tekken is the best one. It's so good. So you can do so much on it, man. It's very hard though, and you gotta learn a lot. Like a lot of characters have a lot of moves, and like a lot of the moves, like you can get the same move in different like ways, if that makes sense. Like there's a lot of like unnecessary buttons, I feel like, moves, but just don't overstimulate yourself. Tekken is probably the best fighting game. Between that and like Street Fighter 6 is really good. But I wouldn't recommend like Mortal Kombat. It's not a good game.
That's crazy.
Unfortunately.
That's crazy.
It has like really cool like cameos, but like as far as like a fighting game, Mortal Kombat is slacking majorly. But
I have too many memories of Mortal Kombat to not recommend it.
Yeah, the old ones are really good. Like the last one was good too, but Yeah, just this one, bro. It's not it, man. I don't know what direction.
Yeah, the newest one. It was like Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I did not get that one.
Yeah, I would not recommend. As far as like single player games, though. Oh, actually, before we get there, Marvel Rivals. I recommend that. That is a really fun game to play if you like hero shooters like Overwatch.
The better version.
Yeah. Marvel Rivals is really good. If you like game modes like Search, but you don't want to play like Call of Duty, like Search and Destroy, I recommend Val. But like Val's very hard sometimes, but it's also a fun game. But single player games,
yes, your bread and butter.
Man. Honestly, man, like genre wise, it really depends, man. Like right now I'm playing like Final Fantasy and like Silent Hill and Dead Space, and I'm replaying The Last of Us Part 2.
Okay.
So, I'm playing a few right now, but yeah, I'm always gonna recommend The Last of Us. I think The Last of Us Part 2 is the best video game ever made. That's my opinion, though. But yeah, The Last of Us franchise is really good. Anything Naughty Dog is really good. Like the Uncharted series is really fun, and I think it's on. You can get the whole Legacy for like $20. It's like 4 games on discount. It's a great series. I'm gonna recommend anything Rockstar. So Red Dead 2, great game. If you really like Rockstar style games, like if you're a GTA fan and the fan of like the Old West, Red Dead is really it's the game for you. Has a really good story. I know a lot of people think it's the best story Rockstar has done, and it probably is. It's really good. It's a very detailed game. If you want like just like a beat 'em up, classic beat 'em up, Sifu is a really good like beat 'em up game. Just like a lot of hand-to-hand combat. Very, very cool, interesting game. I'm a big fan of like horror games, so I'm gonna recommend like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
To all my horror game fans out there, if you're just interested in horror in general, I feel like video games are the best outlet for
100%.
like anything horror, because like that's when it's actually scary, because like it's you in control. It's like you in that situation.
Yeah.
Especially if you have on headphones, like it's insane.
And living on your own. Ooh.
Yeah. If anybody ever started playing Resident Evil, I would probably recommend, if you want more of like something scary, probably start with like 7 and 8. But I mean, they're all pretty scary. But if you want something that's more like action oriented, start with like Resident Evil 4 or like Resident Evil 2, something like that. Really great franchise. I am a big fan of what's that game called? The Star Wars games, like the Fallen Order and Survivor. I beat Fallen Order, but I'm working on Survivor right now, even though I haven't seen a lot of the movies.
I know, you still gotta watch them.
They make good games, so for all the Star Wars fans out there, there you go. Man, there's so many games. I have to look at my game library.
Yeah,
it's like I've played so many, and I know I'm forgetting about so many. But
of course, that was something else too, though. One of the memories of a game I forgot to add was Lego Star Wars. A lot of memories of that game. Really enjoyed that one.
Yes. Lego Star Wars is a good one. I only played that because Jayden had it for his DS, and I also had a DS. So like we just swapped cartridges.
You had a DS. I had a PSP too. No, I really enjoyed that, but I ruined it. Poured syrup on it accidentally. Yeah. Oh well. Ahead of its time for sure.
For sure, man. But like, there's a lot of like lighthearted games also, man. Let me see. me check my library, dog. I play a lot of also. I like sports games a lot, so I mean, you can always play those by yourself depending on like what you're trying to do. Like I like to build franchises. So
I do too. Yeah, can never go wrong with that.
I think I always find that pretty fun. But yeah, I'm recommend Silent Hill. Great game.
That's a good one.
If you're into superheroes, Spider-Man games are really good. The Insomniac ones. All the Insomniac games are really good. I think people should definitely check out Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart if you have a PS5. It's not a long game, and it's not a hard game, but it is really good. I think it's the first game I beat when I got my PS5. It's Ratchet and Clank. It's a very pretty game also. Yeah, it shouldn't take you more than like 20 hours, if that. No, because I think Spider-Man is like 20 hours, and I don't think it's as long as Spider-Man, so maybe like 15. I don't know. It's not a long game. It's not long at all. The Witcher.
Yeah.
Good franchise, but very long games, so it just depends on like what type of time you're going to put into it.
Yeah, I've heard.
I don't have the time right now to be put into The Witcher, but I will eventually. If you like turn-based games, it's like Baldur's Gate is really good. But I'm not too much of a fan. I tried. I gave it a try. I have like 40 hours. You know, I gave it a decent.
Yeah, that's fair.
Decent try, man.
That's fair enough. 40 hours. Yeah.
But like, I just can't like really get down with the turn-based. Like, I don't mind it if it's like a few enemies, but sometimes like when the whole top of the screen is just like left to right enemies and you have to wait for everybody to go before it gets around to like your turn, that shit just takes me out of the immersion, unfortunately. But
I get it.
It is what it is.
For sure. Probably covered all the recommendations I would have even thought of, so you have anything else you want to add with video games?
Give single player games a try. I mean, even for, and I feel like single player games are so good for someone that's not like an avid gamer, like someone that doesn't game a lot. Like single player games are so easy, like to pick up and play, and like I said, go at your own pace, man. And you don't got to worry about like a skill gap. Just whatever.
Which is you.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But if anybody does take one recommendation, please play The Last of Us Part 2. That is really good, man.
I know, I gotta get that because I still haven't played it yet.
So good. Yeah, I wish I had it on disc, bro, so I could let you borrow it, but
it's okay.
You know.
I'm sure like it's free or very cheap on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, they have like a, what do you call it? They have a remake for P5 or remaster for P5 of like part 1. That's not, I don't think it should be like crazy.
Yeah.
They might even have a bundle. I think they do have they have a bundle for sure.
I'm sure they do now. Yeah.
I think a bundle like $40, maybe like $60 at the most for
that's
both
not bad
of them.
at all.
So
you have to have both. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Was there anything you want to shout out end of this episode?
Battery low.
Battery low? I know when I first turned it on, it was like 40%, so I'm sure it's battery low.
I'm going to shout out like the people that have been in my life lately. It's been making life pretty fun. So, you know, shout out you. You know, shout out family. You know, shouts out Moon.
Shout out Moon, of course.
Yeah. So, you know, shouts out Layla. It's been cool, man. So
hopefully she listens to the episode in full.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, but biggest shout out goes to Moon, man. I feel like he really changed a lot of shit around for me. So appreciate that guy. Appreciate that guy.
Glad to hear that. You know, he gave me a little scratch yesterday.
I got one too, going down my arm.
Mine just like right on the knuckle right there.
Gonna leave with battle scars.
Yeah, every time I come leave your house now. A little scratch. That's okay though. He's cute enough to get away with it. But yeah, I don't think I have anything I want to shout out. I mean, I'll just shout out kind of the same thing you did, just shout out the people in my life. So family, you probably get a dog next couple weeks, so
I'm excited for you, man.
I know I need to. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm so surprised I didn't here, but I think it's different with like, because if I had a cat, I just feel like it'd be easier. I could just like, I'm not gonna pay the pet rent and anything like that. But the dog, bro, they would notice that very quickly. You gotta take a dog out. And I would get a cat if I wasn't allergic. So but yeah, shit, man. Appreciate you coming on, man. This was probably, I think, the second longest episode I've ever done. So
oh snap. Yeah,
we're at like an hour and 20 minutes. So
oh wow.
I know we could have kept going forever. I think movies, especially, we really cut that short. But yeah, and video games too. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man.
But man, appreciate you for having me.
Yes, sir.